So, as most of you probably know, I really, really like the show Doctor Who. I did a CMF last summer, which is one of our biggest videos ever. Thank you for that, by the way. Also, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, and there's these two really old cringe videos that you should never watch. I don't even know why I brought those up. Anyhow, I wanted to share a few ideas for LEGO sets based on each season. Of course, we'll start with Season 1, and we'll progress forward with 2 and 3, and so forth. Hence this video. And also, this is just for the Revived series, at least until I finish watching the classic series, so, yeah, bear with me here. Today, I have 4 sets to talk about in total, and just a warning, I'm not going to spend too long on each set because I want to keep this a relatively short video. Number 1, the Alien Crash Landing. I think this would make for a nice, compact little build with a few figures. Of course, the build is the ship that the pig flew into Big Ben in the episode Aliens in London. I think that's what it's called. I think with a few figures, my picks would be, of course, the Ninth Doctor, one of those ugly Slitheen things, and then, of course, the pilot pig thing that, flew the thing into Big Ben in the first place. I feel like this would make for a relatively small set and would work really well at around 50, maybe 60 US dollars. And I think that the build would be a cool design, and actually there would need a lot of detail to make it look really nice and accurate at that size. Number 2, Dalek Breakout. This is essentially a small playset with, one of the tower walkway things, a computer or something like that, and a couple other things. And I'd imagine this at, a $30 type size with Rose and Henry Van Staden and that Adam guy. Is it Adam or Alex? Or I don't remember. Series 1 isn't the most memorable. I'm not really sure what other builds would be here, and it'd be pretty simplistic and basic, but a nice overall set. Number 3, Captain Jack's Starship. This one is admittedly a bit of a stretch. I mean, we hardly even see the exterior of this thing, if at all. But I really love the Empty Child episode, and I had to include it somehow, and honestly, this was the best thing that I could come up with. Obviously, this would include Captain Jack Harkness, probably Rose, and also the Empty Child itself. I think other possibilities would be another gas mask zombie and maybe the kid's mom. I could see this at a similar price point to the pig ship from earlier, but a little bit bigger, maybe $60 to $80 is as a price. And I would also include a full interior on this one, whereas the other one would probably not have that for use of the detail, the overall structure of it, and the size. But this would have a full interior for 2 figures, at least, to fit inside, and some nice details at that. Number 4, the final set on the list is the Dalek Warrior ship. I'm gonna be honest, this is the set that made me really do this series in the first place. I thought about how one would be designed, and I went on from there, and this thing would probably be between $100 and $140, at least in my mind. I mean, they're pretty big ships, and I want a lot of detail. For figures, I would put the Doctor, of course, a fair number of Daleks, like 4 or 5, and then a brick-built Dalek Emperor as well, which would just look awesome. And then I think other than that, we should have, Captain Jack, but without the jacket to make it exclusive. And probably that Linda girl that died at the end. Yeah, solid set. But the build, it would be gorgeous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making this, and I can't wait to do one on Series 2. And then once we get to Series 4 and we actually have some interesting stuff happening, in the show, then hopefully we'll have some more sets than 4. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed, and please leave a comment with other ideas for this season, and some ideas for Series 2 would be welcome as well, to give me ideas for what to put in that video when I actually do make it. I do intend to do this with all 12 seasons, but that's it. I I guess we'll be back in a jiffy then.